Hey, what's up guys? Long time no see. Totally different day. It's raining outside, which is kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. Can't control Mother Nature. Same outfit, kinda, but I had to change the hat. You guys can see we do not have the DURTYMAX here anymore because, well, I wanted to protect it and preserve it from Mother Nature's awful mood today. So it's stashed over at the shop, nice and safe and clean. So don't forget to grab your entries for that truck while the opportunity is still open. What we're gonna be doing today is, well, doing some more mods to the good old Mini-Max. Wow, that lighting is really bad. And those mods are right here. I was gonna throw them all right into the back of the truck, but I don't want everything to get all wet because you know that dealing with saturated cardboard is just like a terrible thing. So what we're gonna try and do is stash some things on the inside of the truck. Let's see how that goes. Okay, is this gonna work? Single cab problems. All in the efforts to keep things dry. And we can't forget this one. Wow, that's a lot heavier than I thought. Putting it over there. Okay. Well, this truck has been very clean for a very long time, so I guess that getting it dirty was long overdue. It's kind of like one of those things where you just need to embrace it while it's clean. Wet and clean, good, but the second we hit these streets, this thing is gonna be a totally different story. And if you guys are curious, we only have a handful more of these limited launch heavyweight snow camo simplicity hoodies. Get them while they're hot because the quantities are running out fast. So with that said, let's get around to DieselWorks and Mountjoy, PA to get this install started. It's been a while since we've done some stuff on the Mini-Max. It's good to be back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to DieselWorks on a cruddy day. I guess any day is a good day when you're doing more truck mods. Did you miss the Mini-Max, dude? So the last time the Mini-Max was over here at DieselWorks, we had just wrapped up in a 2-video series, the S467 and the 100% overs, plus the LBZ van thermostat conversion, which I really love, by the way. And the hose is a little hard, but we're still moving fluid through it, which means that head studs are still in good shape, boys, which is kind of miraculous in a way, because that whole motor is completely stock. And you know, just to compliment the outstanding paintwork done by the guys down at Peach Bottom Auto Body, when they painted this whole front end and did the front end conversion, the hood and all that stuff, they like ceramic coated this truck, they buffed it, they clayed it, they did everything. Look at how it's all beating up. I haven't had a truck this detailed in ever. I don't know. Pristine detailing. I know you guys watching. It's only a matter of time before we hang out. So today's the day that we are finally doing some chassis upgrades to the Mini-Max. This thing's been kind of somewhat neglected here over the past few videos, or let's just say a few months, because we had been focusing so much on the DURTYMAX build, which was such a fun build, by the way, but it's great to have this thing back in the focal point. So Tyler is working on methodically pulling out my wonderfully stashed job with the traction bars. They're gonna be going on the Mini-Max today. So what we're gonna do is get started on that, and I'll talk to you guys right after. Guys, so we are just about done with the traction bars. We haven't pulled any of the bubble wrap off of them quite yet, only because Tyler actually just wanted to take a minute to kind of look over some of the work that he did when he was installing the turbo kit. And as you guys can remember, if you watched the video, and if you didn't, I'll refresh your memory real quick. The thermostat housing off of the DURTYMAX van, which is forward facing, whereas the thermostat housings usually point inwards and then come across this way and connect to the radiator. So we were just looking over some of the lines, and as you can see, the AC compressor is pretty close, like really close to this line. So as a preventative measure, we're just gonna add one more method of strapping this down. We were trying to reduce the amount of zip ties as possible, but at the end of the day, we wanna make sure that this doesn't connect to that because, well, it would result in a pretty big spill. Probably leave me stranded on the side of the road, which wouldn't really be all that fun. But other than that, everything looks great. I mean, we had this whole truck completely ripped apart. Over the course of 2 days and about 19 hours of labor, we were able to basically pull off the stock turbo and pull out all of the whirly fab piping that I had in there before to replace it with the S467 and the 100% overs that are in the truck currently. And to say that there are no leaks or air leaks or pockets or anything like that, I'd say that we're doing pretty good. These parts were long overdue. I've had these traction bars sitting in my possession now for probably about a month and a half's time, but we had just been so focused on the dually we didn't get around to it. But with all of the air and fuel that this truck's been moving, those traction bars were 300% necessary. Now, traction with this truck is always somewhat of an issue because it's really light and small, short wheelbase, and well, it loves to spin the tires. I can't believe that I haven't chewed these Terra grapplers up any more than I have already. But I am excited to see how the truck feels with the new traction bars. If out of any of the trucks that I have, this one would be the one that would incur the most axle warp. So that should be pretty cool. Unfortunately, it is still raining outside and very crappy, so it's not like we'll be able to do too much playing around today. But I think that these things are gonna accent the truck really, really well. And it was kind of just like one of those pieces that we were missing. Now, I do plan on actually pulling the bed off of this thing here at some given point here in the near future to do some frame restoration, as this truck actually started off as a plow truck. Consequently, it was used as a plow truck for like a private residence, so it wasn't really ever out on the road. Who would have thought the Mini-Max started as a plow truck? I don't think it ever saw this kind of a future coming, but the idea there is just to kind of get up under here and clean some things out, maybe cover up some spots, maybe even pull off some of that crappy GM rubberized coating at some given point here in the future. So honestly, if I had timed this a little bit better, I probably should have done that before I did the traction bars, but DieselWorks was kind enough to accommodate us today. And well, I didn't want to pass up on that opportunity, as it was just another thing on the checklist of to-dos before we bring this thing down to the track. Ooh, it's the moment of truth. Oh, look, would you just look at it? Never gets old. Never, ever, ever. That's nice. Ooh, I like. Still raining out here? Yeah, it's still pretty moist. Right back out into the nasty elements. Those Recon cab lights though, man, I'm so happy that we ended up installing them. Although it is a very nasty, nasty night, that truck still looks really, really clean. And I still have about one turning radius, as you can see demonstrated by the multiple point turn there. Oh, they look good. It is complete. Well, not really, but we're on our way. What do you think, dude? Oh yeah, that looks awesome. Yeah, that's good. You know, I kind of like how they were trimmed down a little bit, so that way they don't stick all the way down to like the center of the door. Although I do like that, it's kind of like that single point look, if you will. It's kind of cool that they were trimmed up so perfectly to fit where the frame arches up, kind of right there between the cab and the bed. You're like a freaking expert in these traction bars right now. And I'll probably be seeing you again when we bring the new project onto the channel, which we're not going to talk about yet because, well, we don't have it, but I think I'm getting closer to finding something. Thank you as always, buddy. Have a good night, man. I'm out. Alrighty. Always feels good to get back into this position. Being that it's somewhat dark out and not nice, I'm gonna go ahead and get home, and then we will catch up quickly about my hunt for the new vehicle on the channel. See you guys back there. This is my constant struggle. How close can we go? Usually I'm decent, but today we might just have to do a quick reference check here. Oh, we got room. And that should do it. All right, guys, and we are back with a very wet truck. I can't say it's like too dirty, luckily, but should be getting a bath soon, being that we do have nice weather in our forecasted future. So anyway, you know, really happy that we got these traction bars installed. Can you see them? No. Anyway, they're there. Stoked with how they turned out. Tyler and the guys over at DieselWorks always have the hookup for not only, you know, all of my trucks on the channel, but really all of us together collectively as a family. And for that, I really appreciate them. As you guys know, anything that's a little bit more intricate than that of like your basic bolt-on stuff, I like to leave that to the professionals, because really, I like to focus most on creating awesome content for you guys. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to give you all a quick update while I'm standing over here in my garage. Regarding the vehicle that's gonna be coming onto the channel here, hopefully shortly, really haven't found exactly what I'm looking for, but I've kind of broadened my search just a little bit. I went at this with a very, very specific criteria to begin with, and luckily I haven't really found what it is that I'm looking for. And in terms of time, I don't really wanna ride this out for too long because I'm anxious, just as probably anxious as you guys are, to bring this new vehicle onto the channel. As like I had mentioned in the giveaway video that you guys watched last Thursday, we have kind of my personal builds, and then we're gonna have our project builds, and this project build is gonna be just a little bit different than the ones that we've done in the past, in a very good way, I think. So at this point, there are a few vehicles that I'm looking at. I kind of had to broaden my search criteria, but they seem relatively promising. I'm hoping to get down to look at them at some given point in the future to see if they actually are what they say that they are. And I also have our good friends over at Lime Ridge actively searching for these vehicles as well. Now we'll see what turns up, but right now it's really just a matter of finding what's right. And I promise you guys, I will keep you posted every single step of the way, as I think you're really gonna like, and I think you're gonna be very surprised about what direction we're going with for this next build. And guys, I do want to apologize. I know that this was kind of a little bit of a redundant vlog, as we had just done traction bars on the DURTYMAX only but 3 videos ago. So my objective was to really try and kind of create a different experience for the viewer, but doing the same mod. And it's always good to visit the guys over at DieselWorks, kind of just catch up with some enthusiasts. So with that said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right now. Grab yourself a limited hoodie if any more are available at this given point in time. If there are any shop banners, grab them too, because they are going very fast. The Steady Bustin' Knuckles banners are also selling very quickly if you'd like to grab them. We do have key tags replenished and literally a slew of new designs that you guys can check out on the site. Awesome feedback thus far. Really stoked about how stoked all of you guys are with the products. Not only the designs, but the fit and finish, and the fact that people really enjoy wearing it. That means a lot to me. So with that said, my like league, I love you guys. Do what you do best. Tap that subscribe button on your way out, and I'll see you all in the next upload. Quick flash over to the exhaust segment. Where are we at? We have a good angle. Nice. That's nice. That's very nice.